You would think world-class athletes with millions in the bank would be immune to the laws of nature, but hair loss, that spares no one. Not even football royalty. From bald spots to bold comebacks, some of the game's biggest stars have gone under the needle. And not for a vaccine. We're talking hair transplants. So let's take a look at some incredible before and after shots of footballers who tackled hair loss like they tackle opponents. Head on. Let's kick things off with Mohamed Salah. Yes, the Egyptian king himself. After lighting up the 2024-2025 season, fans noticed something else lighting up, the top of his head. At the end of the previous season, Salah had shaved it all off, but when it grew back, the bald spots were gone. New season, new hairline. Social media sleuths were quick to call it. Salah had joined the hair transplant club. And guess what? He's in excellent company. Speaking of legends, Jurgen Klopp, Salah's former manager, was way ahead of the game. Klopp got his transplant back in 2012 with a subtle but effective remake of his hairline. The results? Pretty natural, if we say so ourselves. Though over a decade later, he might need a little top-up, unless he plans to make that Liverpool cap permanent. Now let's talk about Antonio Conte. This man's hair journey could have its own documentary. In his youth, he had thick, flowing Italian locks. Then in the early 2000s, poof, it was almost all gone. After a few questionable attempts, he finally nailed it. Now Conte rocks a full, sharp-looking hairdo that matches his intense sideline energy. Safe to say, his hairline is as high-pressing as his tactics. Wayne Rooney, Manchester United legend, and one of the first footballers to publicly admit to a transplant, deserves serious credit. Back in 2011, he had 2,500 grafts done, then another 1,000 2 years later. Rooney's transformation is pretty dramatic, and he's been refreshingly open about it. In a sport full of secrets, hats off, literally, to him. Now over at Atletico Madrid, two stars took the leap, Diego Simeone and Jan Oblak. In 2013, Simeone was thinning fast, but by 2022, full head of hair. And Jan Oblak, who looked noticeably thinner on top in 2015, had a major hairline comeback 4 years later. Must be something in the Madrid air, or clinic. And speaking of Madrid, Diego Lopez, former Real Madrid keeper, went from bald dome to bold volume between 2014 and 2022. A glow-up that made fans do a double take. And don't forget Iker Casillas, another Madrid icon who started losing hair during his time at Porto, but came back strongly by 2023 with a rejuvenated look. Jordi Alba also jumped on board during the 2022 World Cup. Back in 2020, his hair was waving wide flat, but now he's showing it who's boss. Meanwhile, fellow Barca man Marc-André Stegen was nearly bald in 2018. Fast forward to 2025, and his scalp looks like it never got the memo about the hair loss. But perhaps the most surprising name, David Beckham, the style icon, the poster boy of perfection. While there's no official confirmation, experts and fans alike suspect Becks may have had a little help. No visible transplant scars though. So either it's an elite level secret job or a combo of PRP treatments and magic hair fibers. Either way, we won't judge. He's still David Bloody Beckham. David Silva and Kyle Walker, both Manchester City stars, also appear to have had their share of follicle reinforcement. Silva's transformation in 2017 was especially noticeable. A restored hairline that made fans forget he ever lost it. And Walker is back in the game, both on the pitch and on his scalp. And finally, Cesc Fabregas. Oh, Cesc. He had glorious hair in his early years, but like many, age started playing tricks. However, once he traded his boots for a coaching role at Como, bam! Cesc returned looking like a shampoo commercial. Full, clean, confident. A true masterclass in midfield and in hair recovery. So there you have it. From Premier League stars to La Liga legends, even the greatest aren't immune to a receding hairline. But the good news? Technology just got their back. Or should we say, their top. For more football stories, hit that subscribe button.